Hello friends, in today's video lecture, we are going to study potassium sparing diuretics. Now we will going to see what is the potassium sparing diuretics. The two drugs in this class of diuretics are Triamterene and Amiloride. Individually, Amiloride and Triamterene exerts a mild diuretic effect and are usually used in combination with thiazide and loop diuretics. In vitro experiments have shown that they exert a diuretic effect by blocking an epithelial sodium channel and in principal serve as the of the linked distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. Both drugs are weak organic bases and inhibit epithelial sodium channel in a voltage and pH dependent manner. Inhibition occurs because Amiloride and Triamterene bind to negatively charged region of the sodium channel in the epithelial sodium channel. The general potency of Amiloride is probably due to the fact that it is a stronger base and is therefore more extensively protonated at physiologic pH than Triamterene. Sodium channel inhibitors blocks the reabsorption of sodium ion and inhibit the secretion of potassium ion. The net result is increased sodium and chloride ion excretion in the urine and almost no potassium excretion. As a consequence, Amiloride and Triamterene can be used to offset the effect of other diuretics that result in loss of potassium. Triamterene. The structure is as it is a pteridine derivative. The IUPAC nomenclature is 6-phenyl pteridine 2,4,7 triamine. It is having influencing biological process. Early screening of pteridine derivative reveals that 2,4-diamino 6,7-dimethylpteridine was a fairly potent diuretic. It interferes with the cationic exchange by blocking luminal sodium in the late distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. It is also a sodium channel blocker that inhibits absorption of sodium ion and inhibits the secretion of potassium ion. Aldosterone is not antagonized by Triamterene. The net result is increased sodium chloride ion excretion in the urine and almost no potassium excretion. It is 70% absorbed orally. Diuretic effect occurs rapidly and reaches peak plasma concentration. Further structural modification of pteridine nucleus leads to the development of Triamterene. Alteration of Triamterene structure not usually beneficial in terms of diuretic activity. Activity is retained if an amino group is replaced with a lower alkyl amino group. Introduction of paramethyl group on the phenyl ring decreases the activity by approximately half. Therapeutic applications. Triamterene is more than 70% absorbed on oral administration. The diuretic effect occurs rapidly and reaches a peak plasma concentration in 2 to 4 hours with a duration of more than 24 hours. Triamterene is extensively metabolized to 4-hydroxytriamterene and its sulfate conjugate, both of which are still active as diuretics. Both the drug and its metabolite are excreted in the urine. Triamterene is useful in combination with a thiazide or a loop diuretic in the treatment of edema or hypertension. Triamterene is administered initially in a doses of 100 mg twice a day. A maintenance dose for each patient should be individually determined. This dose may vary from 100 mg a day to as low as 100 mg every other day. Adverse effects of Triamterene. The most serious side effect associated with the use of Triamterene is hyperkalemia. For this reason, potassium supplements are contraindicated and serum potassium level should be checked regularly. Triamterene also used in combination with hydrochlorothiazide. Here the hypokalemic effect of the hydrochlorothiazide counters the hyperkalemic effect of the Triamterene. Other side effects that are seen with the use of Triamterene are nausea, vomiting, and headache. Next drug is the amiloride. Amiloride is chemically 3,5-diamino-6-chloro and diaminomethylene pyrazine 2-carboxamide. It is a aminopyrazine structurally related to Triamterene as an open chain analog. It has no effect on the action of aldosterone. Oral amiloride is approximately 50% absorbed with a duration of action 10 to 12 hours, which is slightly longer than that of Triamterene. It acts by inhibiting sodium reabsorption in the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting ducts in kidney by binding to the sodium channel. This promotes loss of sodium and water from the body but without depleting potassium. Although Triamterene is extensively metabolized, approximately 50% of amiloride is excreted unchanged. Renal impairment can increase its elimination half-life. Like Triamterene, amiloride combined with a thiazide or a loop diuretic is used to treat edema or hypertension. Aerosolized amiloride has shown some benefits in improving mucociliary clearance in the patient with cystic fibrosis. As with Triamterene, the most serious effect associated with amiloride is hyperkalemia and is also has the other side effect associated with Triamterene. The dose of amiloride is 5 to 10 mg per day. Thank you.